Howdy, y'all. I'm Whitney. This is my channel. Welcome. Whatever made you hit this fucking reading, I am very proud of you, okay? I swore within the first 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds, and I don't think you're supposed to do that. So, woo, there this goes. No one's gonna watch this reading now. It's gonna be just for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, I'm an intuitive empath. I've been doing this for 10 years, if not a little bit longer. So I trust, my insight and my gifts. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And honestly, I'm being for real, okay? And yeah, let's get these motors running. Always entertainment purposes only. If the shoe fits, wear it. If not, discard it. This is the message from the Crows. Urban Crow Oracle I picked up the other day. It's a beautiful deck. It is so unbelievably wonderful. It's ridiculous. It's blowing my mind. Ooh, okay. So we got curiosity. We have growth. We have protection. We have memory. And we have community. All right. What is this message telling me today? Here we go. Personal readings are open, by the way. If anybody wants personal reading, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Let's not forget to slide that in there, okay? Protection, memory, growth, curiosity, community. Okay, so you might be kind of wanting to branch out a little bit, possibly. Look at my hair. So oily. You might be wanting to branch out in your community. Okay. And whatever way you want to do that, honestly, it's all going to be different for everybody. Okay. And I think that something's going to come back to you that maybe you liked to do in the past. Okay. And the universe is kind of going to be like, dude, we're protecting you. You're good. And also always remember, if you're going to go out and do something, you can always do a little mantra, a little, spell, a little incantation, a little let me arrive alive to my destination, allow the universe to chariot me to where I have to go. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want anybody to get hurt in the way. Right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with sending a little love out to yourself and definitely protecting your aura. Okay, protection could be needed. The way to protect your aura, it's usually it's very third eye. Okay, you kind of close your eyes. Everything is going to be different for everybody, but I kind of see this bubble around me, and I push this air out, and I make sure there's no holes in the bubble, and I say no one is allowed to penetrate my aura. No one's allowed to get in. Right? They can poke all they want, but that's not going to get under my skin. Right? I deserve this. I deserve my space. My personal space, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. And then what that allows is just a safe commute through the community, right? Just a safe, there's a lot of fuck yous, a lot of third eyes, a lot of traffic jams, a lot of people who my sister flipped this guy off in traffic once outside of Toronto, and he followed us for miles and miles. And to the point where I almost called 911. I almost called the cops to be what do we do? I don't know what to do. This SUV is following us because my sister flipped him off because he flipped us off. He did something to us. So she fucking gave him the finger. And honestly, this is the universe for you. He was following us. Probably about 20 minutes or so, we were jumping off the highway, jumping on the highway. We were trying everything. We were going in the express. We were going, on the other side. We were trying so hard to get away from this car. And then finally, the highway does, all of a sudden there's a traffic jam, right? So I think we merged over. We were in the slowest lane. We merged over. And then, you know what the SUV guy did? So we pulled right in front of a trucker. Okay. I fucking love truckers. Pulled right in front of a trucker, and this SUV stops and tries to get in between our car and the trucker. And I don't know what this trucker picked up. Okay. But he did not let this man in front of him. And he stayed wedged up against the back of my sister and I. Okay, this guy, I mean, we had our music cranked, which is actually, this is kind of why maybe you shouldn't crank music when you're in your car. And the SUV was honking, trying to get in, and this trucker wouldn't let him in. This whole time, my sister and I are like, okay, I think we got him. I think we're away from him. We don't notice that he's fucking right there. And the trucker blocked him for so long that this guy actually started to get traffic behind him, but there was no traffic in front of him, so he was forced to go. This trucker stayed ass to ass with us for, oh man, the entire traffic jam I can remember. And that black SUV got so ahead of us that he never found us again. And that was scary. Like, that was scary. That was not like a flip you off and someone's just angry. That was a violent, like, I could feel this guy's presence around us. Like, he wanted to hurt us, and he was going to follow us right up until we went to wherever it was that we were going. But we were going camping, like we were going far away. So it wasn't like we could just pull over and go to our friend's house. We were in the middle of a city, right? Very scary. Okay. Very scary. And then this trucker, like I said, by the grace of God, just didn't let this guy in behind us. And he would have continued to follow us. Like, I don't know. We didn't, honestly, at that point in time, we were like, if that trucker hadn't done that, I don't know what. And I dated a trucker family. I love truckers. And I think that was the universe coming back around for me, right? I love truckers. I can't tell you more. I've dated a trucker. I've been in a trucker family. I've always been around truckers. I watched this trucker almost run this guy off a freeway once. And I gave him props for what that idiot fucking did, because people drive around in their cars fucking with trucks. They don't realize they can't just stop those 18-wheelers. They can't just let you in, right? Like, they're towing thousands of pounds. Like, they can't just hit the brake and let some little Corolla in front of them. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna fucking run you over. And like, people don't respect them, and they get mad at them, and they don't move out of the way for them. Like, I move out of the way for truckers. Like, I'm not gonna get them trapped behind me. And like, there is magic that happens around you when you respect something. Okay. Whether you're respecting your community, you're respecting the animals around you, you're respecting something. And actually, my sister read this study of this man who wanted to fuck with crows. He wanted to know like exactly how crows worked. And he did this experiment, and he walked into the woods with a mask on and started kicking shit at all these crows, right? Squawking at them, throwing shit at them. And he left. He came back like 6 months later, put the mask on, and all the crows were warning each other as this guy was walking down the path, like fucking, this guy is coming, this guy's coming, this guy's coming, right? Echo, echo. Then these birds, they start diving down on him and poking at him and fucking with him, because they remembered that he was the one that came in and threw sticks at all of them. 10 years later, he waits 10 years, walks back with the mask. They recognize him. They start alarming everybody. This is that motherfucker that fucked with us 10 years ago. They remembered. He put this all in his study. And when my sister told me about it, I was like, 10 years later, she was 10 years later, they still recognized him, right? A mask is a mask. And that's the thing, is like, it doesn't matter if they will get you by your scent. They, you know, like if you fuck with nature, it'll fuck with you. Your boss is fucking with you. You're going to start fucking with it. Like, there's this law of how things, it's karma, right? What goes around comes around. If somebody's going to keep feeding you nastiness, you're eventually going to turn and you're going to snap on them, and you're not going to know why, because their ignorance is building up in you, and they're not being pure. They're not being genuine people. They're being assholes. They're purposely trying to do something to just fuck with society. And those people, when all they do is concentrate their energy on everybody else and never themselves, those people, they're the ones that really get hurt. They get into the bad car accidents, they get run over, they end up in wheelchairs, like fucking shit happens to them, because suddenly the universe isn't watching out for them anymore. Because why would they watch out for them when all they're doing is picking on all their good creators, all their good providers, their naturists, everybody that needs to be here in order for this to work, right? You go against one, you go against them all. I do think you're going to branch out in your community a bit, or find a community, okay, that you jam with, Okay, now we've got the Chariot, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Ambrosius. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the irony that is this deck. I bought this Labyrinth deck, but it's awful, so I'm only going to use the Major Arcanas because they're wicked. But if you take a look at this, okay, that's the... What the fuck is his name? That's the little guy, Hoggle or something like that? Yeah, Hoggle, I think. That shows her around through the Labyrinth. Okay, that's her father. And then there's that guy with on top of Ambrosius, the dog, okay? That gets them through that stinky swamp and everything. Okay, so if you really look at what this is saying to us, is I believe this Emperor doesn't know where to go. Okay, he's got two cards on either side of him that can tell him where to go, can safely guide him through the Labyrinth to get his kid back, but he doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know which one to pick. He doesn't know. Right? Because the Labyrinth is full of tricksters and assholes that want to tell you, go this way when it's the other way and go up when it's down, right? Everybody trying to fuck with you. But then there's two people here that are like, we're not going to fuck with you. Like, we're actually going to help you. But in order for us to help you, you have to help us. Okay, you've got to listen to us. You have to trust us. So it's almost like the universe is kind of saying, like, something is coming back around. Right? Whether it's the universe helping you, the fucking birds helping you, your family's going to help you. Something is going to come back around and they're going to show you where to go. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what the message is, but somebody, you know, was stolen from, and now they're just kind of like, well, now what do I do? Like, I don't want to go out. What if they do it again? I don't want to stay here. It's suffocating, but my mind is, you know, who's going to help? Who's not? And when you get into that situation, it's like, okay, then it kind of feels like everybody's against you. So you have to find something that you can tap into which helps you grow, which might be getting yourself some more protection. Learning how to... Now I'm hearing Goon. The beginning of Goon, the music. Goon is there to protect the team. Okay? Glatt, coach hires him because LaFlemme, one of the players, got knocked out. And he's so scared to go back onto the ice that literally they hire him a security guard. They hire him somebody who's just going to beat everybody up, who fucks with him. So then LaFlemme can finally get his mind back on to hockey and not, they're going to hit me again and I'm going to die. Right? He got such a bad concussion from being pushed up against the boards that he can't play hockey anymore because anybody who comes near him, he's so traumatized, right, that he's not paying attention. So in comes Glatt. Glatt's his security guard. Glatt's the one that comes in, punches everybody out, gets LaFlemme back in the game, allows LaFlemme to do his job, which is play hockey, not bouncer, not security guard. There's other people for that. Okay, which is why it's like Toby's dad. I forgot what his name is, but Toby's dad, you know, he's obviously terrified. His kid's been taken. Okay, his kid's been taken. It's been taken into a labyrinth, and he doesn't know what that means. It's been taken to the Goblin City. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, now you've got to find your resources so you can find your kid. Right? It's like that. It's like find your resources out there again, so then you can find a piece of you. So then you can find what's missing. So then you can find your Toby, whatever that is. A new job, a new group of friends, right? A child, whatever it is. It's like there's something in your memory, you know, like just like when she wakes up, when Sarah wakes up and Toby's been told it's like a figment of her imagination. Toby never existed. And she's like, yes, he did, though. They try to fuck with her to make it seem like he was kind of never there, or that it was her wish to get him taken away. And she was like, no, you're not allowed to listen to my wishes. Like, people are allowed to wish things in the moment that don't do anything, that don't go anywhere, right? Because when you act out in the moment, but you're just saying it to yourself, how can somebody take that and go, well, you said it in the heat of the moment? Yeah, in the heat of the moment. I didn't mean it 14:41 on the clock. I didn't mean it like that. Like, anybody, people say shit, you know, just in the heat of the moment when they've been thinking about it for a while. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They just finally have this thing they want to say and they just fucking say it, right? They're not thinking about it, right? Like, you don't get to get prosecuted for saying some things, you know, loosely out of your mouth that people took literally. It's like, okay, you took that literally, that's your fucking problem. So maybe you're like, how do I even speak in this community? You know, how are people even going to take me? Because every time I say something, it seems like my words get twisted about. People fuck with it. You're growing, which means if you're growing, you're going to find new people. You're going to find a new flock, right? You're going to find your way through the labyrinth to get what it is that you need. Okay, and it's a really hard world out there. I mean, everything is a goddamn labyrinth at this point. Everything is a fucking maze. You know, everyone's lying. No one is who they say they are anymore. And it's just like, okay, well, this is just one more investigation that I got to figure out. And considering it's my life and my mission and my time, I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? Bada boom, bada bing. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This was a very interesting reading, and I would love to get into more of it. So, hit me up, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. Okay, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Where are we going next? Who knows? Spirit will guide you. They will help you. You do have people out there helping you, okay? And honestly, I'm really proud of you for that. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And personal readings are on. And thank you for liking, subscribing. You know, thank you for everything you do with this channel. I mean, it's such a beautiful channel, and we're really getting somewhere with everything, and I'm very stoked for it. So, you know, thanks for your donations, your time, your emails, your love. My information is in the About section, okay? My Instagram's up there, and donations up there, and how to get a hold of me is up there. So everything you need to know in the About section, okay, of this channel. And thank you for liking. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for doing what you do. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right. Peace out.